Welcome back to my channel. We are doing a bathroom confessional. Now, I feel like I always am quite honest with you guys, and that what's that noise? And that I sit down and have these honest chats. First thing, elephant in the room, you can't see my pants. I wear tennis shorts, so I just like to highlight that. Second thing is, this isn't a braggy video, and you'll understand why I said that. And the third thing is the support I've had on my Patreon so far has been amazing. I quit Patreon due to some reasons that I'll talk about in this video. But now I'm back and I'm loving it. So if you want to join my Patreon, it's SunpiASMR official. You'll get to see all the BTS, cosplay sets, photo sets, pictures of my dogs, rants about my life, me being brutally honest, and just, yeah. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the concept of friendship and loneliness and societal norms. Now, I've always been someone who doesn't care about creating friendships or like long lasting bonds. Obviously I am ADHD and autistic along with some other things, and that might be a cause of this reason. Concept of loneliness is something that I don't understand. I find like solace, I find happiness, and I find safety in being alone. Like, I really don't crave making friends. Like, if I go out to an event and there's people there, I'll say hi. But also inside, I just want to get home and be on my own. Like, I like to be by myself. I don't like to go to barbecues. I don't like to go to big events all the time. And sometimes I'll do it and I'll have so much fun. But I hate the fact that society makes us kind of, getting a phone call, makes us kind of be forced to make us think that we should have friends. I don't have many friends that I'm super close to, and like, people might watch this and get offended, but if you think about it, we don't see each other a lot, probably like once every three to 4 months. I rarely text back, and I just love the people in my life, but I just don't really crave human interaction ever. And I feel like people think that's weird, and because of that, all my life I've kind of forced myself to interact and then get overwhelmed, and then I'll mask and be really, I'm having the best time, or I'll get drunk. And I used to get drunk to enjoy social interaction, and now I'll like be able to be like, can I do this event? Yes, I can do this event, but I'm gonna need like 4 days afterwards to have time on my own and have like just time to myself, or I have like a special person that I can feel like safe with and stuff like that, and I won't have to speak around them. But I just feel like the term loneliness has always seemed, it's like a really bad thing. Like, I'm alone right now and I'm enjoying it. Like, I like being lonely, I like being alone, and I don't crave like going to the pub and socialising. I may have like one day where I'm like, yeah, let me go out, and I'll like go out and go crazy for like a day, and then like for the rest of the 6 months I don't want to do that. But like, social interactions for me are really hard, and I just have no interest in making friends. I watch people on TikTok talk about how they're so alone in their like 30s or late 20s, and they feel like they're missing out on life and they're not doing things. And I always feel like, wow, should I feel the same, or is it completely okay that I'm different in that aspect? If anything, social situations make me feel more stressed out and like aren't the best for my mental health. And that's where hobbies come in. So I know this sounds so stupid, but like for me, hobbies are my friends. So like sitting down and playing Stardew Valley, Demon Souls, Elden Ring on this console makes me so comforted and happy and relaxed. Like I can have a really tough day of going out and socializing. Like part of my job is socializing, so I have to go out and I have to socialize, and that's fine. But I want to get back and spend the next 4 days in my room playing on my games. And like people don't understand how hard it is as someone with like autism or disabilities to go to events and to stream and do stuff like that because we mask. And then we have like my Nintendo Switch, another handheld. And the reason why I find handhelds so comforting is because like I can go into my bed and I can sit with this, and I can go outside and I can sit with this, and I can relax. When I'm around people, if I'm feeling anxious, I can pull out, maybe not this big freaking fat thing, look how fat it is. I don't mean to fat shame, but damn, you are big. Anyway, I can take this out, or I can take my phone out and play like Genshin Impact, and I can play like a super calming game. And I feel like there's times in my life where I felt really, really, really down, and the only thing that has pulled me out of my down, possibly like when I've been completely alone or felt completely alone, are video games. Basically a big kid, a big unsociable kid. I like going to the woods a lot. Like I like it because the woods is dark and I absolutely hate the brightness. Like a frigging vampire. So after a stream I'm just like Jesus. I'm not very good with noise either, so hence I wear loops and earmuffs. But like colouring is something that calms me down, and that's like my socialising. I also like when I colour, I put on videos just like this one, and that's me being social, like listening to someone else talk where I don't have to feel forced to talk back is me being social. Another thing that gets me completely lost in the world is reading. Like I absolutely love reading. I'm on my 16th book this year. I'm really proud of myself, and every time I pick up a book I forget about all the shit and the problems in life, because I'm sorry, I will not watch the news. No way. I am so oblivious and ignorant to what's going on around me, because it makes me anxious and it makes me stressed. I remember when COVID was happening and I was like having massive panic attacks daily because I was kept reading the news. So like this stuff, these bits of technology are what I would call my friends. And my mum pie always is the same as me. My mum doesn't have many friends at all. She doesn't like to socialise. And I bought her a couple of iPads, and she's like, and I got her a Switch from Nintendo, and she's always like, they're my friends. Another thing is my iPad, because with this I can obviously work on it and I can play Genshin Impact, which, oh my god, is my biggest obsession ever. And also like I can watch videos of people talking at me on YouTube. And yeah, I just feel like gaming, reading, and all my little hobbies, I knit, I crochet, are things that, and like heated blankets, are things that just really like make me feel safe and cozy. And I feel like you don't have to be social. Like you don't have to fit the societal norm. You don't have to make friends. It's okay to be like, I like to be alone, I want to be alone, I can socialise, but at the minute I don't want to. And it's also okay to not want a big group of friends. I had a big group of friends years ago, but when I like reflect back on it, we were getting drunk every single night. Also, look at my Hello Kitty ball. It's so freaking cute. And I guess that was the reason that I could tolerate socialising. As I get older and I realise my brain, I realise that human interaction frigging drains me sometimes. And honestly, I don't want anyone to watch this and be offended, because there's some people that I've been around, like I've been on holiday with like Lauren and Storm, like these are two other content creators, and they get it. What we will do is we will go out for the day, be freaking overwhelmed, we'll come back, barely speak to each other, spend about 3 hours playing games or scrolling through our phones or reading, And then they're like, okay, we can socialize again. And it doesn't mean that you hate people. It just means that we're not the best at socializing. And I want everyone to know that like being lonely is fine. Loneliness shouldn't be a bad thing. Like, I'm not lonely because I've got games, like, and these things, I create bonds. It's probably sad, like, I create literal bonds with the characters in my games, and I like listen to their lore on YouTube and I fall asleep to it, and it just makes me happy because I feel like I don't have to talk back, I don't have to fulfill certain expectations. And I feel like with friendships, especially as a content creator, you feel like you have to fulfill certain expectations, especially because what you guys see of me is this half the time, right? Yeah, I've got ADHD, but that doesn't mean I spend my whole day being like that. Some days I'm literally like this and like crying and sad and like lonely but happy alone, but also like, oh my god, I'm lonely, is that a bad thing? Like, you guys don't see what goes on behind the camera, so everyone thinks that I'm like this big extrovert, but I'm literally like an introverted extrovert. And like people will be like, oh my god, you're so crazy at events, and it's like, yes, because I've had alcohol to help me get through events, and I've like stopped saying yes to a few events now because, like, as someone who is autistic, I don't want to have to just drink to be able to tolerate situations. So I have to like figure out what events I want to go to and plan them accordingly and prepare for them mentally. But this is just a little chat, I guess, and I really like these videos. That's why I'm doing one today. I don't want you to see my nipple though, that's my nipple. This isn't OnlyFans. But there's one thing that I do love is animals. So I love animals. An animal sucked on my hand like it was a titty just earlier. I'll insert a picture here. I think it thought it was a tit, like, because it was a calf. I was like, whoa, relax now. Hand, not breast. Anyway, yeah, I just want you all to know, for like the people in the world who are alone, that it's okay that you don't want to spend time with people, or it's okay if you get completely overwhelmed. Like, you don't need to have a friendship group of 10 people. You can have that one person. You can have no one and still have everything. Do you know what I mean? And I'm really bad at texting back. I know that, and I feel like the people in my life know that I go through phases of being completely antisocial to completely high in the air. Like, my moods fluctuate massively. But when it comes to work, I'm always remaining professional. I'll go in there, I'll do my job, and I'll do my job to the best of my ability, even if I have to mask, and I'll come back after like hosting or presenting, and I'll spend a couple of days in bed, relaxing, drawing, playing games, and ignoring everybody in my inbox because I'm not good at socializing. So yeah, this is just a little chat about having no friends and being lonely, because it's okay if you don't have a tight friendship group or people that you can talk to every day. And by no means am I saying that I don't have people in my life. I know that I can reach out to people, but I just don't really socialize, and it always used to make me feel guilty. And now I'm just getting to a point where, like, the people that get it, and the people that don't. And there's definitely a few people in my life that get it and understand that Sun isn't going to speak for a month, and then she's going to come back, and then we're going to go for food, and we're going to socialise. And I actually tweeted the other day, should I say sorry for being antisocial? And that's what I want to ask you guys. Is an antisocial girly? Should I be sorry for being so antisocial, or should I just kind of own it? Because I tend to be like all the time being like, I'm so sorry that I've been antisocial for the past 3 months. Honestly, I've just not felt like speaking. And also my job is so social that that's my socializing time. I have to sit on Twitch for 3 hours a couple days a week, and that's a big socializing, but it's so much easier because it's not in real life. And I have my online buddies, which I really love. Like, I have you guys that I reply to, and it's just so much easier than in-person interaction. So yeah, I just want you to know that if you are someone like me, it's okay. You don't have to say sorry. We have all of these hobbies, right? And that's what makes me truly happy. And I also got a new Hello Kitty tattoo. It's kind of got dirt around it though. Like, not dirt, but like stuff from the plaster. Let me show you. Yeah. Kind of looks dirty, but it's not. It's brand new. And I didn't feel it. Like, I nearly fell asleep. Like, my pain threshold is ridiculous. You could throw a brick at my face and I wouldn't feel it. But on that note, yeah, don't feel bad about being antisocial. Don't feel like you have to make friends. And don't feel bad if you have no friends. Unless you want to make friends. Then go on like Bumble or something. But if you're like me and you have no desire to make new friends, then don't. Okay? Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go. I didn't do a roly-poly because, to be honest, I'm in quite a bit of a low mood today, which you're not used to. So I didn't roly-poly, but I am gonna give you a cyber hug, but I just want to make sure my breasts are not showing. I forgot. Wait, no, I haven't. Cyber hugs! Lovely. Bye. Love you platonically. Nothing more than that.